Hi there, welcome back to Only the Best Fantasy Novels. My name is Robin, and today I want to talk about the absolutely madcap, the absolutely hilarious, an absolutely legendary novel, and that is Bridge of Birds by Hughart. It's it's just this hilarious comic fantasy that it, it it just riffs the elegance and the extravagance of ancient China, and it's a book that won the World Fantasy Award back in its day. And after having read it, after it being recommended to me so many times over the years, I can absolutely see why. This book was just entertaining, unique, right from start to finish. Um, so the basic premise is we have a situation where a plague breaks out in a village, and Lu Yu, better known as number 10 ox because he's the 10th child of his parents and he's strong as an ox, is sent out to find a healer, sage, wise man, whatever you want to call it, to try and who can come to the village and assist them with understanding what the plague even is and how to cure the children that have fallen ill. Unfortunately, who he finds is Li Kao, a, a decrepit old slush who self admits that he has a slight flaw in his character, and as the book progresses, we find out it's not so slight. Spoiler. um, and together they make a very oddball pair who set out to find a cure to the plague, and they just set off on what becomes this absolutely madcap, legendary series of adventures that ends up becoming mythic in proportions, in proportion to where they started. Um, so right off the bat, it's quite clear that this is a book you're either going to thoroughly enjoy or dislike immensely. Um, the it's a comedy is very much the dominating element of it. It's part of the narrative. It's in the word choices, in the very writing that's picked. It's in the dialogue. It's in everything. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not gonna work for you. Um, for me, like it it reminded me of the later Terry Pratchett novels in the way that the humor is handled, with a bit more finesse. That it just worked. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It, like I said, it's more situational. It's a bit more. It's less slapstick and more nuanced. Um, Absolutely wonderful. Um, to be honest, I'm not even sure if this is a novel that could get published today in the current climate, because Barry Hughart very much pays irreverent homage to ancient China, in that he clearly has like a deep love and respect for the time period that he's riffing, but he is very much riffing it, and I can already see what would happen if a white male author tried to write something like this in this day and age. I can see phrases like appropriation and stereotyping getting thrown about, because he does riff them pretty hard. Make no mistake about that. Um, but he does it like I said. It's very much in homage to it. It's clear he has a deep love of the of just what he's trying to what he incorporates into this book, and it comes across in some of the more compelling, some of the more serious moments when he truly tries his best to portray just the grandeur and the elegance that is also very much part of ancient Chinese culture slash heritage. Um, but yeah, the book itself. It starts off as an adventure, yeah, and it becomes a series of adventures and heists and just crazy stuff. As the mystery behind this sickness and how to cure it what needs to be done to cure it just deepens and gets crazier and wilder as they set out on an adventure that becomes a series of quests to gather the elements that they need to get a cure for the plague. All through the book, we have the interweaving of a very mythic story going on in the background that comes very much to the forefront towards the end, and really underlines, like I said, that this is very much homage and not just appropriation. I don't think this novel would quite work without the unique combination that we have of just this drunken wastrel in Master Lee and the pure-hearted peasant in Number 10 Ox. It's very much like that 80s kung fu movie stereotype of like wise master and ignorant apprentice. It works well for a comedy novel, and if you've seen movies like Drunken Master and that kind of thing, you get it. You understand where and how it works. A lot of the comedy comes from their interactions with other characters, and just the situations and the and the dialogue and the events that unfold as they go. They're they're an unforgettable pair, to say the least. It's just amazing to me that even though that this is like very much a comedy novel, there's just so much subtext going on because, like I said right at the get go, it's very much there's quite a sense of homage there, being paid to just the richness and just the rich heritage of this culture. It's just there's just so many things like you could unpack. Like when you sit down and you think about it, and you can end up easily going down a rabbit hole, just kind of kind of thinking on all of this stuff. Like Master Lee his character is he was a notable scholar in his day. He actually topped the country in the infamous state exams. So a lot of the novel is him making it up as he goes, while capitalizing on his extensive knowledge and his extensive academic knowledge and his extensive experience with the baser side of humanity. But yeah, the seven deadly sins are on very rampant display throughout this book. Like you can even, thinking back on it, I can even pick out different moments when each one was just highlighted throughout this book. I really can't praise this book highly enough. Like Barry Hughart, he's one of those authors that he wasn't prolific by any means. He did plan to write many more of these books, but commercially they just weren't as successful as he could hope for, which is just depressing because it's just so good. But he, like I said, he's one of those authors. He didn't write a lot, but what he did have to write was top shelf, absolutely top shelf. What can I say? I keep getting this book recommended to me. It's on the World Fantasy Award list. Not just on the list, it won the award. So I know automatically it's gotta be pretty good. And everyone who's recommended this book to me keeps mentioning, it's a must read. It's very much a classic of the genre. It's one of those books far off the beaten path that you're just gonna enjoy, and that's very much the case. I did very much enjoy this start to finish. I have already started reading the second one, and it's great also, but that's a story for another time. But yeah, that is Bridge of Birds by Barry Hughart, an absolutely mythic, an absolutely legendary comedy novel that still pays very deep homage to the culture that it highlights, that it focuses on. Um, but yeah, absolutely worth checking out. I strongly feel that if this book gets more exposure, it can very much be a classic that will endure throughout the decades. Um, yeah, check it out. Or if you've read it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you've made it this far, which I know no one ever does, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.